Welcome to Pokemon Masterclass. We've got a dual vid today, so we are doing the Silver, the mono deck. This is our Steel Gym deck, basically, for our little mini-series that we're doing. I've got my co-host Brandon on the line. Say what's up, Zero.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
So, today this is the deck review, and link in the description for the battle video that's attached to this as well. So the base purpose of this deck is all around Bronzong. Like, he is the main engine. That's why we're running 4 Bronzor and 4 Bronzong, 2 different types. So this one's just Iron Defense again. Prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this poke during your opponent's next turn. So it's
you
again, it's a flip.
You don't want to be in that position where you have to use this.
But if you have to have Bronzong, this would be a decent one to have out. And then we also have the Hypnosis. So sorry, there's somebody putting in new floors upstairs.
Oh shoot! I was like, well, is somebody just knocking at your door?
No.
Anyway.
Then the 2 Bronzongs that we're running, these are the Bench Warmer, Cheerleader, the engines of the full deck. These 2 Bronzongs here, Metal Links and Metal Transfer. So, Metal Links, once during our turn before we attack, we can attach 1 Steel Energy from the discard pile to one of our benched pokes. And then Metal Transfer, as often as we like, we can move around any Steel Energy from one of our pokes to another Pokemon. So there's no limitations.
Yeah, they're literally cheering us on. Like, look at their artwork.
It's so good.
You call them cheerleaders. They're literally, look at them cheering.
Yep.
Like, hey.
Just ringing those bells. And then we even got the shiny one, the Green Dong. The Green Dong.
Yeah, buddy.
So, these are the main engines. It's just so much energy moving.
Yes.
Right here is a nice defensive flex pick. We have 2 defensive flex picks in the deck, in the Galarian Stunfisk and the Zamazenta V. Galarian Stunfisk V. Brandon, you've seen a little bit of what this guy can do, and obviously on paper it's pretty legit. What do you think about this guy? I think he's good basically like every form.
Yeah, I would say that Stunfisk is just like an underrated Pokemon overall.
Yep.
Especially the Galarian form.
He's so good.
But yeah, it's really cool, like, to have this card to kind of sometimes buy us some time. Yep. And with the threat of all the damage being dealt back to people.
And he's just so tanky, right? Like, the more energy you put on him, the tankier he gets by 20 apiece. So he starts at 200, but realistically, if you even want to attack with him, he's at 240. So technically his base, if you actually want to use him in your active spot, is 240 HP, and it just goes up from there. And again, he deals 60.
200 in itself for a basic
is legit.
V is good. It's very good.
And 240 is above the curve. Again, when you have those 2 attached, you deal 60, and then the next turn, if they attack us, even if they kill us, they take 120 damage.
Absolutely.
So much damage. And it's just that big threat. It makes people second guess even clicking the attack. I've had people just not attack. Then we're running 2 of the Metagross V Rapid Strike and 1 of the V Max. So this is obviously big Hoenn rep here. Kind of a pseudo psychic deck, isn't it, Brandon?
Yeah, it really is.
And so Bullet Punch, it's actually really good. So it's 20 base damage, then you flip 2 coins, and it does 20 more damage for each head. So it's 20, 40, or 60, depending. There's no 0, so legit for one cost. And then Synchro Hammer, it's only 2 costs, really cheap, 60 damage, and then it goes up to 150 if the Metagross and the person that he's attacking has the exact same energy attached.
Yeah, so pretty situational, but it comes in handy.
It really does come in handy.
It can work. Like, these situations,
and there's so much search power in this deck, you kind of pick and choose what tool you need.
Yes.
And then this guy's a big threat. Kind of bigger even than the Metagross. He's just kind of there, but the Metagross VMAX is actually like, okay, wait a minute. Somebody just entered the locker room. Yes. Zap Traction. Search your deck for up to 2 cards, any type. Put them in your hand. Shuffle your deck. So powerful, especially for 1 energy and 2 energy. This is what makes him strong. So during your next turn, this Max Rush does 150 more damage. So this does 100 damage base, and then your turn ends. Then Brandon gets to go, right? He's my opponent here. Brandon does his turn. He does maybe he does some damage to us, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it's our turn again. Now this turn we're doing 250. Because again, 100 base and 150 more.
Which is pretty good.
And then 150 more. And then 150 more. And then 150 more. And it just stacks indefinitely. So it's so powerful. He basically is like a diesel engine. Once you get him going, he can't be stopped. Like the Juggernaut. And he just slams through people. And he's got a lot of HP to do it too. So he's a little situational, but that's one of our sweepers there. The other version here, this is sort of a big bruiser of the deck. This is our Caesar V. Brandon, you want to talk about this guy? This is one of your top 3 favorite pokes of all time. I literally entered him. I drew him out of a bunch of packs. I was like, okay, now I have to add him to the deck.
Yeah, this version in itself is really good. Hack off,
140 is legit for no trade.
I want to say that hack off is situational, but it really isn't. When you're playing an expanded and
discard a tool and a special energy, powerful.
Like when hiding energies are popular, and horror energies are popular, and like rapid strike
double
energies.
Double energies are a lot of people are using double energies.
Yeah, so hack off and expanded actually
really good.
Getting
rid of tools is actually powerful too, whether it be the air balloon is really popular in this meta.
Yep.
So, and then slash, so that does 30 damage and discard both of those. And then slashing claw for 3 energy does 140. Really legit damage.
Yep, solid.
And then the VMAX is just the big boy. Here we go. So hard scissors, essentially kind of like a iron defense kind of thing. So you deal 90 damage, and then the next turn we take 30 less. So it's kind of our... You deal 90, take 30 less, and then the second turn you hit him with the steel spike for 190 and you finish him off against like a VMAX duel. Yeah. Like versus another VMAX, you just slam him that way. And he's just really good at absorbing pressure. He's only 2 retreat costs, really good to get in and out. So he's really solid.
The baby version of this is the Zamazenta from the Zamazenta theme deck.
Yes.
And I have used the combination of, increasing my defense one turn and then going for the big hit the next turn just to make sure I can survive. So
correct.
Sponging 30 damage on a VMAX
is no slouch.
Yeah, that's really good.
And here is the main boy of the deck. So this is the good dog, the big dog. So obviously, for anybody that follows the channel over the past year, Brandon got sword and Brandon got shields version and I got sword version. So this is my boy right here. This is my dog. He's broken in every single meta he's in, including TCG. Go figure.
Surprise.
We already showed off the purple Zamazenta. So this is the purple Zacian. This is the silver Zacian, or Zacian, however you pronounce it. V. So, is this tankier than yours, Brandon?
I know. I think they're the same.
220? Okay.
220, yes.
So, Brave Blade, 3 steel energy. During your next turn, this Pokemon can attack. So, it's once every other turn, and it's 2 retreat costs, which is not bad at all. Really.
No.
And I think we're going to utilize that a lot today, because, that's, my combo. That's how I run my Zacian V.
Yeah, you
230 damage. You're one-shotting almost all V cards in existence. There's 2 that are above that HP point.
Ideal situation is you Brave Blade and then retreat, and then Bronzong can put that energy back wherever.
And your Metal Link just comes right back.
Yep.
Absolutely, that's the combo. So once during your turn, this is why he's so broken. Intrepid Sword is truly busted. Brandon's reaction when he first saw this live, I think we got it on recording. It's actually really funny. Once he realized how broken this ability is, he goes, "Wait a minute, to your hand?" Yeah, dude, to your hand. So once during your turn, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach any number of steel energy cards there. So, it doesn't say basic.
Interesting.
But I don't know if it allows the
coding
energy. I'm not sure about that. But it attaches it to himself. Then put the other cards that you drew that weren't energy into our hand. So it's a free 3-card draw regardless. Worst case scenario, we draw 3. Best case scenario, we get 3 energy on this dog.
Crazy.
Anywhere in between. And then if you use this ability, your turn ends. So use this instead of an attack. And you can use it from the bench. You can use it anywhere. So it's very, very, very powerful.
Yep.
And here is our second defensive flex pick outside of the Galarian Stunfisk V,
Stunfisk.
we are running the other good dog. This is Brandon, so 230, a little bit tankier. Again, still being able to get one shot by the Brave Blade. Dauntless Shield. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon VMAX. So if it's a VMAX and it's an attack, not an ability, he's immune to the damage anywhere on the field. This Zamazenta can't be damaged.
Dude,
Very,
so
very situational, but it's so powerful. You heard us talk about.
Actually got a use for the first time. Zamazento's good.
He's so good here. He's so good, and like so. Basically, for people that are familiar with the meta and the channel so far, we've talked about the block phase on Ice Cube. This is essentially that, but for VMAX.
Yes.
So it's very good.
Awesome.
And then discard a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So again, the Assault Tackle 130 damage, and another way to get rid of special energy. So both this and the Hack Off, we have ways to stop people from setting up. Again, the most prevalent thing that you'll see on the meta with stuff like this, in terms of like when you'll see this in use. Brandon already called out a couple popular of the colored variants, but the double energy is honestly really, really prevalent. A lot of people are running the double energy, especially on things like Blissey, things that just do more damage for the energy that are attached. So, double energies are really popular. So just having that extra, so having 3 cards in the deck that can just attack, do damage, and discard those, it's just bonus upon bonus. You're just stacking it like a juicy lasagna.
Yep.
So basically, the rest of the deck is kind of self-explanatory. We're running 1 Nest Ball, search for basic, go to the bench. 1 Pokemon Communication comes in really handy because again, we are running 3 evolutionary lines here. 4 if you count the fact that we're running 2 different Bronzongs.
Yes.
So being able to trade pokes is really, really good. Getting stuff back from the discard pile because we're only running 1 of each VMAX is actually really cool.
Yeah, grabbing a Zacian out of the grave, like, is really
Or
really
a Zacian, getting that 1 Zamazenta we needed if it goes down and there's still VMAX. Like, being able to get stuff out of that grave, that Monster Reborn is so powerful. Double Switch, because you can't leave home without it. So good. Wins us games. Timer Ball's really good. Might even run double in the future. And that's it for our items. So for our supporters, we've got Beatty. We're running 1 of her. She does come in handy, but sometimes we do have quite a bit supporters, so maybe we can swap her out.
Bro, Bede's a boy.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay.
We are running...
looks kind of feminine.
We're running double Cynthia. It's the purple jacket. It's okay, man.
Yeah.
Double Cynthia, really, really good. Just really solid in this deck. It comes in so handy. Guzma, because you can't leave home without Guzma. The boy, the wonder. He's so good. Brandon's a big fan of this guy now.
Staple in Expanded.
Very strong. Double How. Single Lysander, single Marnie. Really, really strong card here. We're running double Pokekid. They look different, but it's just because I have the full art.
Yeah, buddy, show it off.
There we go. Double Pokekid, 1 Professor, Pokemon Center lady, 1 Nurse, basically Nurse Joy. I don't know why her name's not Nurse Joy.
It should just be Nurse Joy.
But I might even run a second one. Like, she's actually really good. Might get rid of a roller skater for a second one of her. Tate and Liza, again, really, really situational, but super good because it's so versatile. Hoenn Reps here, gotta be Hoenn Reps and Psychic Reps. I told Brandon who these guys were, and he's like, oh my god, I love them so much more now.
Love it. Yeah, I love this card, I love these characters, I love their type, it's awesome.
Everything about them. So, again, having the versatility to choose, and again, being able to switch our pokes out could be so game-changing. We are running double Roller Skater, again, because we have so much energy in this deck, intentionally, because we're running some discard fodder, and we have the Metal Links to be able to move from the discard pile once per turn. Similar to what you saw. So this is, again, very similar stuff. Even as the Zacian has the 2-stage evolution moving from the discard, just like the Malamar. So very similar to the Psychic Sword, but the silver version. And again, being able to show off the Caesar V and VMAX is our hope and dream, because that's Brandon's favorite, or, you know, one of his top 3 favorites of all time. So it just kind of worked out perfect here. So, Brandon, you any closing thoughts here about this deck? Obviously, I know you're a big fan of a lot of what we're going on here. You've got some practice games in with this deck off camera.
Yeah, I want to say 2 things. 1, are we going to have a gameplay vid of this up later today? Awesome.
So it'll be a double upload day. So we're gonna right after this, you'll be able to see probably the link in the description of both of these videos, respectively. In the battle video will be a link to this, and then in the description of this will be a link to that battle video, where I believe we have 3 or 4 games.
Yes. Okay. The second thing about this deck is, it slaps pretty hard as is.
And so far, I do have to say, so far, this deck is undefeated. This deck is 15-0.
Yeah.
It has not lost a single game. I've played against 3 members of the PMC, as well as a whole handful of people online on the Versus ladder.
I have come the closest to beating it, I'm going to say.
Yeah, with your water expanded. That was about a 45-minute duel. We were both sweating, wiping our brow. We both had to go take a nap after that, man. It was
dude.
Down to 1 prize card.
Yeah, it literally came down to you top decking Guzma on the last turn of the game.
The last Guzma won the game, man. He's a game changer.
Yeah, he is. But I'm not complaining. It was
an
awesome battle,
Great duel.
And you won
duel.
fair and square. It was awesome. So yeah, this deck is really, really cool, and I even think, and this is not insulting, but I think there's even rooms for improvement in this deck. I think it can get better.
Yeah, like I said, I might think about getting rid of BD and maybe 1 skater for another timer ball and maybe even a Pokemon Center lady.
Yeah, like a lot of your supporter cards you could run another of. You could run another Lysander or Guzma. You could run another Marnie, run another whatever.
Yeah. The healing, I think, might come in handy.
Yes.
But that's just maybe where my head's at. We could also do a Hyper Potion, like discard 1, or Super Potion, discard 1, heal. Because again, we got energy.
You could do Crystal Cave.
Alrighty, so that's basically the overview of this, the PMC Steel Gym deck. We really appreciate you guys tuning in here. Link in the description to any and all battle videos. There will be one going up today, so at least one video you can go watch. Again, I think there's a couple of battles on there, 3 or 4 games that we played with this deck, and it's dual commentary, Brandon and myself, both online, just like our Showdown videos. So yeah, we really appreciate you guys' support over the first year of the PMC, and we're really excited to get into now year 2, and now we've got this brand new TCG here, and we're excited to get the rest of the colors of the gym. Let us know in the comments below, what other colors do you want to see us do next? We have everything ready on the bench, so it's just kind of the luck of the draw. Brandon, anything else you want to say?
No, just want to echo your sentiments and say thanks to everybody.
Yeah, and if you haven't already, hit that big red button, hit the subscribe, hit that bell so you stay notified anytime we put up any more TCG content on the channel. And until next time, I've been Gym Leader Justin.
And I'm Zero.
Class is dismissed.